everyone, this is Neha, founder of College Shortcuts and Elite Private Tutors. And today, I want to talk about the difference between a college and university. See, so many times people will say, what is the difference between college and university? And a lot of times, it's hard to figure out which one is right for you. That can be a super difficult thing, and alone, the research can make it even more challenging. But what I want to stress here is that you should understand the differences, because when you're looking at hundreds of schools, you should know the difference just from a big picture overall viewpoint. Now, I've got my notes here, and I also want to kind of walk through these. But what I want to explain to you is going to college, there's not that much of a difference between college and university in terms of the label, but colleges are much more smaller compared to a university. They have small class sizes, they tend to give the students more personal attention, and the professors have a lot more time in that sense. And they're very focused on teaching from an undergraduate experience. So if your child is looking for the most incredible undergrad experience, they may not be interested in doing grad school. You may want to be looking at a college because they really take the time with your child. And that's very important to a lot of parents. Now, the other thing to note is that colleges will also be very focused on the core subject material that they teach. So you're going to find a lot less of these weird abstract courses. You're going to find a lot more about a unique curriculum that is based on that college. They're very specific about it. Now, just one thing you should know is colleges, because they're smaller, don't always offer this broad range of classes. I'll give you an example. When I was at the University of Texas, there was a class called Ayn Rand. Yeah, just about one author specifically. And all we did was read her books. When I was at Rice, they have something called student-run classes, but it's not like an actual class in the sense that there's a professor that teaches it. But what I will say is Rice, I would take things like Econ 101, or I would take things like Art History 1. You wouldn't find, I think I took an Art History and Religion class, so that was a little out of the box, but at a university you'd experience like this many classes out of the box. So you gotta decide what you're looking for there. And a lot of the colleges are specifically private colleges. For example, Boston College, Babson College. These are all colleges that are privately created. And some of them can also have a religious affiliation as well. So a lot of them do not receive funding from the state government, hence why there tends to be a lot less resources and why they may not always have a graduate program. Now, one of the things you should know is that it really depends. If you want that smaller experience, you just want to do undergrad, and you're okay with the fact that they may not have that broad set of classes, a college might be a better fit. Now keep in mind also that one-on-one attention. So for example, maybe your kid goes to private school. A college is typically where they're going to thrive more because they've grown up in their most formidable years in that more smaller hands-on attention. I will tell you, going to Rice University, I felt like, wow, I connected with so many of my professors. I still am so grateful for them because I think about how good of a teacher I am, and it has a lot to do with the way they taught me. Even though Rice is a university now that I think about it, but you've got to look at this class size and things like that. Okay, the next thing, a university, which is on average much larger than college. It'll offer both undergraduate and graduate programs like masters, PhDs, MBAs. Some of them will have MDs, you name it. There's all sorts of these things. They sometimes offer 5-year programs. For example, earlier on in my academic career, I was at the University of Texas Plan 2 Honors and Advertising program. It was a 5-year dual degree program to get 2 degrees. So universities tend to have a lot more in terms of career fields and graduate programs. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, they're not always focused on that one-on-one small attention. There's some classes that can have upwards of 500 students. So you've got to understand, can your kid get lost in that kind of environment? For some students, that was an entire grade or their entire high school. So you've got to make sure they're really fit in. Now, one of the biggest things about universities, pros, they've got research opportunities at the wazoo. Now, they may be hard to get because there's so many students, but you've got all of these research opportunities, which is huge. Lots of facilities for your kid to find in the nooks and crannies of a university. The next thing, of course, just like I talked about, advanced degrees. Super important because a lot of times students will say, I'm getting my undergrad, but I'm also doing this, this, and this. Now, not a lot of students always do it at the same university. I probably would have if I wanted to, but a lot of students will go somewhere else. But it's good to know. And a lot of professors at universities are recognized either nationally or globally in their field. That's very important to note. And there's obviously a lot more courses, like I was saying earlier, a big range of courses for your child to take. So that's really huge. But also, some of the cons, less one-on-one with your kid, so super important for you to know. Research at a university can sometimes take over teaching for undergrads. So if they've got big research things going on, teaching can sometimes feel like a second thing to them. And there tends to be like, it tends to be, let me see here, much more difficult to be indecisive about what you want to study. And okay, because there's so many opportunities here, sometimes it's hard for your kid to pick a major because there's so many fun classes. So a lot of times you'll see students really switch here and there. So let me tell you what it might be if it's right for you. So college might be right for you if you prefer a small community of students where you want to see someone you know on campus almost on a daily basis. You maybe prefer small classes, close relationships with your professor. Maybe you are not sure about what you want to do for your major, so going to a small university can help to give you that guidance. At a university, if you want a large, vibrant student body, where you're constantly meeting new people, etc., you don't mind those large class sizes, or maybe you even want to get into research, and you may even be interested in the graduate school as well. So that is the difference between a college versus university. I get this question all the time. So I wanted to break it down for you so you can see the difference between the two. Again, this is Neha Gupta, founder of College Shortcuts and Elite Private Tutors. If you are about to enter or embark in the college process, definitely check out collegeshortcuts.com. We've got amazing courses. We also have incredible PDFs that you can download on how to create the most blockbuster application. And I can't wait to help serve your family. Thanks so much for watching. And again, visit our websites at collegeshortcuts.com and Elite Private Tutors. Bye. I can't believe I smudged the number 2. Ha, number 2. Smudge. That's funny. Okay. Yes. Is this like coral? Or what is this stuff called when it's like in the ocean? I forgot what this is called. Maybe I should Google a photo of it or something. I think it's coral. Oops, Whoa. So one of the things I want to talk about here is college versus university. One of the biggest things is, sorry, I literally just lost my train of thought. Whoops! So one of the things I want to talk about is